Bula Vinaka boxing fans, we are in fight week for 5v5. The Saudi Arabia card that headlines Deontay, the Bronze Bomber, versus Chinese Power, Big Bang, Zhang. Man, lots to talk about. What I'm going to do in this video is just talk about 3 fights. I've seen a couple of YouTube face-offs between Deontay and Zhang, Hamza Sheeraz and Willams, and Daniel Dubois and Hergovich. So those are the 3 fights I'm really excited about. I was obviously looking forward to the best fight on the card, which would have been undisputed again, Beterbiev versus Bivol. Man, I'm so gutted we don't have that now. But that fight will happen eventually. It'll probably happen around the same time as the Fury-Usyk rematch, when it was supposed to happen again a couple of weeks after. So we'll probably get to see that treat later on in the year. But I want to start off with Hamza Sheeraz and Willams. Looking at this face-off, it is pretty amazing. Go and check out this YouTube. I might drop a link to the YouTube video of the face-off round table for these fighters. This back and forth between Willams and Hamza Sheeraz was pretty. It was good to watch. You've got Sheeraz basically just stone cold, looking like a killer, like he means business, and Willams just clowning around, keeps bringing up his height. Sheeraz saying, "You're bringing up my height. You're the one who's bringing it up. I'm not the one who's bringing it up." Means you're subconsciously afraid of it. He's like, yeah, like I want everyone to know. So I'm gonna, when I beat you, it's gonna be even better because you're like the biggest in the division. It's gonna be sweeter. I thought about this and I was thinking to myself, man, this reminds me a lot like watching this face-off. It reminded me a lot like Charles Martin versus Anthony Joshua. It was almost identical, the way Hamza Sheeraz was just staring at Willams, and Willams talking, as Americans do, the big words, the big trash talk, saying was going to do this, doing that. I just don't see it. Like, I don't know, like everyone's saying it's going to be a close fight. Man, I think that Hamza Sheeraz is going to do a job on Willams. And I think, especially after the face-off and what's been said, I think he's going to go in there, make a statement and make a point to prove. And it's going to be so fun seeing egg on his face after all the antics and all the crap he's been doing and saying to Hamza. It'll be awesome. So I'm cheering on Hamza, and I think he's going to do the job. He's a captain as well, so it'll be double points. So that's my take. I think it's going to be all talk and no action for Willams. I think he's going to be too big, too strong, too fast, stiff jab in his face all night, and I think Willams is probably going to get stopped. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to sort of do full prediction videos later on, closer to the time. Then we go to Daniel Dubois versus Hergovich. Again, this was classic. Hergovich said something along the lines like, I see he's in good shape, he's got big muscles, but big muscles don't mean anything. He needs to have big balls. Saying he doesn't really have big balls. If you come and have, big muscles basically ain't going to do nothing. He don't have the big balls to come and fight with me. And if he does try and come out, I'm just going to counter him. So I want him to come forward. And then obviously Daniel Dubois saying, you're going to get it. And it's very dry comebacks. He's not the best talker. Basically said he's going to put it on him. He's going to come and knock him out. And I mean, I don't think anyone believes that. Again, I don't know what everyone sees about Daniel Dubois, to be honest. I'm not a Daniel Dubois hater. I think he's a talent. I think he's very strong, but I don't think he is world level at all. And I think the more world level fighters Daniel Dubois will fight, he's going to get found out. I think an unfit Andy Ruiz will knock him out. I think Deontay Wilder sends him to the shadow realm. I think Tyson Fury outboxes him and boxes his head off, probably stops him late. I think Anthony Joshua destroys him in 2 rounds, aka Ngannou style. I think Zhang destroys him in 3 or 4 rounds. And I think Joseph Parker outboxes him across 12-round decision, probably getting a couple of knockdowns on the way and a potential stoppage. I don't see... And I think Ajit Kabayel would beat Daniel Dubois, probably stop him with body shots and make him quit. I just don't see what everyone is seeing on Daniel Dubois. I just don't see it because of how he's fought against Kevin Lerena, against Joe Joyce, and against Alexander Usyk. Right, okay, Usyk, incredible, astonishing fighter. Yes, I'll give you that. But he had Usyk hurt, illegally or legally, and he didn't capitalize on that, man. If anyone else, if Tyson Fury had that opportunity, I think he would have just really rushed him. But he just didn't. And then he gets stopped by a jab, and he could have got up. But he just kind of kept the knee. And he's done that twice. He did that against Joyce, and then he did it against Usyk. So, once you've quit, you've got it there, and he's quit twice. He's going to quit again. Mark my words, he's going to quit again. That's, my thoughts. So I think Hergovich just is winding him. He's a good wind-up merchant. He's been winding him up. And he's got a really quirky sense of humour. And I think Dubois is going to go in and try and really put it on him. And I think he's going to get countered. And I think he's going to have a bit of early success, Dubois. But once he counters him, once Hergovich counters Dubois, and I think it's going to be lights out. Remember, Hergovich was getting bashed by Zhang. And he survived, and it was only knocked down once, and he kept throwing, and that's what won him the fight. Last but not least, it was quite respectful and mutual between Zhang and Deontay Wilder. The talk of the town is, does Wilder still have what it takes to lay that stock to sleep, that massive right hand on Zhang? Does Zhang have those performances in him like what he demonstrated against Joe Joyce? It's going to be interesting to see because Zhang, after 4 rounds, gasses. Wilder has a one-trick pony, but it's a brilliant trick, as Tony Belly would say. And he just back foot. I don't want to see any of this nonsense back foot Malik Scott style of a fight that he wants to do. I want the killer Deontay Wilder back. I want him on the front foot. Basically, jab, throwing that right hand, closing the distance, coming in. And I hope we see that. I hope we see the bronze bomber turn up, not this ayahuasca trying to box, be light on his feet. That's not who you are, Deontay. You are never that type of boxer. You always have to come forward, let your hands go. If you do that, we're in for a fight. We're in for a treat. But yeah, I'm getting excited, man. These 3 fights I'm really, really excited about. I'm excited to see Bivol as well. I know he's in a fight with a no-name, so he should win. A couple of other fights as well. We've got Nick Ball, who's just what do I call him? Nick Cannonball or whatever he is. He's just a wrecking ball. Nick the Wrecking Ball. That's what I call him. I think he's going to do his man in as well. And then, yeah, it's Willie Hutchison and Craig Richards, I think. Yeah, so some cool fights, some fun fights on there. But let me know your thoughts. How are you guys seeing Fight Week so far with 5v5? And who do you guys think's actually going to come out on top and will take out the tournament? But drop a comment, hit that subscribe link. As always, you're watching Sheeraz Boxing Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. Vinaka.